got the whip. Yeah. I got the whip. Yeah. Green bills, green bills. I guess the sun is on their mind. I dream big. But now that I with dollar sign, I know the ones before that if they really want it, they can go and get it. And also told them I was not their dog and they was never really that committed. Go ahead and go and get it. It's all about the spirit. You must take time to learn it. Drop the L just to earn it. A lot of people already vibing, they ain't really even got a book. That just be cool. I got the wave. Look at how color be flowing. I got the wave. Look at how niggas be bluffing. They not that brave. They got flavor, but it's sucking. I got the wave. You ain't never get my way. Yeah. You can never catch my way. Yeah. You can never catch my wave, even if you surf, boy. You ain't even got the nerve, boy. Don't believe it if you talking keep it nerve off my turf, boy. I got the wave. Look at how color be flowing. I got the wave. Look at how niggas be bluffing.
All right. Can you hear me?
They not that brave. They got flavor, but it's sucking.
Let me turn this down. As we get into our first fucking episode. Low key excited. Let me fix this over here. What up, though? Me? Nah, I'm not nervous at all.
Me, low key nervous.
Oh, are you? You shouldn't be.
A
Well,
little.
let me
I
open
don't like
this
the
screen up.
spotlight being on me.
You'll be alright. So let's do our introductions real quick. Turn this music off real fast. My bad. All right, what up, y'all? Welcome to Hell You Talking About. Excuse me. It's our first time, our first episode, the pilot. I'm one of your co-hosts here, Gorilla Shots, aka the Almighty Shots, aka Uncle Shots, your favorite fucker uncle. And I have my sis here, longtime friend that I grew up with, T Atlanta. What's happening?
What up?
And
I'm ready.
you ready?
I'm
How
ready
you
to get
feeling?
this talking.
You good? You didn't get a shot in real fast? You get a shot?
Here's my shot. My shot of water.
There you go. We were supposed to have some guests here, but what happened was one of them has not answered, but the other one has. So she will be joining us, and today's subject, what we're gonna be talking about is people who think that because they sub or support that they're owed. Well, how can I say this?
Something in return.
Something
your
in return.
time, your energy, maybe more.
Yeah, people thinking like, because they throw a little bit of money, donate to your cause, that maybe you should date them. Maybe you should get.
They hit you in them DMs.
Maybe they slide in your DM, send you a little nudie.
They say, "Hey, cutie, what's up?" I did support you and everything.
This shit happens though, and it's weird. It gives me weird vibes. It really does, you know what I'm saying? Because like I've had people like send me random nudes out of nowhere, just like boom, and I'm just like, hey, so this is what it feels like when y'all get them unsolicited dick pics.
Oh, so the girls are doing it to the guys now? Just unsolicited, not even just boom, pow, you open it up and then there's
not even asking, just motherfucking just hello, and it's like, hey, cuz, what's this?
Like, can I get your name first?
Right, like, yo, we're not over here doing no OnlyFans shouting. Okay, so she says she's on her way. So let me pull this other side screen up. So when she comes into standby, I can go ahead and pull her in. So excuse the screen for right now. Y'all can still see it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
this is our pilot, our trial and error show.
You know what I'm saying?
Working out all little tweaks.
Yes. So how this conversation got started? A little backstory on it, right? So I was floating through Twitter, just kind of like scrolling, and I seen our guest Nelly, who should be here soon. I seen her tweet um what's it say, a retweet pretty much that says, matter of fact, I'll read it to y'all. Give me 1 second to pull it up, tell you exactly what it said. And I was like, huh, interesting. Cause yeah, where the fuck is it? It says stop. Oh wait. Stop gifting women subs in the hopes that they will date you just to use it against them when they don't reciprocate the same feelings back. Right?
That
So
entitlement factor.
there it is. So she had tweeted it, and I retweeted. Right? I retweeted it. I said, I've had women do this to me too. Crazy how y'all think subbing gets you in there. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how the dialogue started. Where then my boy LG, who was supposed to be here too, but I couldn't get a hold of him. Shout out to him though. Where he kind of like was like they don't want to talk about that part though, and I'm like, oh okay. Oh, hold on, she's asking channel standby.
So how often does stuff like that happen?
So it's happened to me about 3 4 times, but
Really?
I know people. I have homeboys that sat here and said they've gone and dropped bread on a content creator's channel in hopes to be like recognized. And I'm like,
Like recognize, like give me a shout out for my page, or recognize like
I mean,
reckon.
however it wants to get put down, like that's how they were like
Can
the
I slide
entitlement
through recognize that kind of recognize?
factor. Hold on, matter of fact, let
Huh.
me invite her into here, so that way when she joins, let me see, when she joins, she could just join straight up here. Hold on, maybe I gotta search for her. Let me copy this real fast. Go here and post it right here. Paste. Bam. Okay. Uh-uh. Back to this. There we go. I saw I sent her an invite in there. So yeah, so they were like the hopes of like I guess getting the shout out, getting recognition, getting attention. I know plenty of people who go out here and like drop bread inside a woman's fucking content in hopes that maybe they'll get a phone number, uh, maybe they'll get a shout out, maybe they'll get a picture. I don't know. They treat it like it's OnlyFans, and it's weird because like I'm here trying to create, and you out here trying to bag you something. Nah.
So I think that's just like the generation now, the culture. It's like everything is online. So let me shoot my shot. I threw you $1. Now let me holler.
And that goes to the whole back to what me and
But
you have talked about
women have
before.
been dealing with this for years. For
Man, listen,
years.
man.
So welcome to the club.
So we go.
Doesn't feel good when it's on the shoe. On the foot.
Listen,
Rather.
listen, listen. Hold on, because I think she's trying to get in here. I'm gonna tell her sent invite to your Discord. That sounds so bad because we're talking about DMs and I'm DMing her. But she probably has better
That's a
perspective.
business DM. That's a different type of DM.
It is, but she's probably gonna have a little more insight because she is a content creator for Twitch, and I'm sure she probably gets it a lot. Um, and I don't know. I think it's kind of weird in a sense, and I think that's, remember me and you talked before, where I think it's a generational thing where
Hmm?
in this generation the goal is to find somebody who's gonna pay for you, who's gonna give you uh monies, or like these days women are screaming um give me money for attention, and there's a lot of young men out here making money, and that's how they're doing it. So I don't know. I still find it weird, really weirding in a complicated space because like me, I don't like fit that dynamic where I'm a I'm gonna drop anybody no money for any type of attention. I don't do that. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Well, let's see. So I think it's creepy, like for people to automatically think that just because they are watching your content and that I think they get a false sense of they know you, right? So I'm watching this person, I'm supporting this person, so I'm getting to know a little piece of that person, so they start to feel entitled, and that's when it starts to get creepy because the reality is you know of me, you don't know me.
Right. Well, I think I
So
think I think the entitlement part comes where it's like someone's like, I actually spent hard money to you, and you're not paying me no mind. Matter of fact,
right.
Nelly just joined up in the standby. I'm finna pull her in. So she's here. Hold on, I might be able to hide this real fast so it doesn't show up like that. Oh, she's muted right now.
Hello.
There she
Hey,
goes.
how you doing?
Good. How are you?
We are good. We were just spinning up, talking about the whole thing. I reread your tweet and kind of
Right.
like started getting into the dynamics of it. I told her like my little thing about how it happened to me and how me and you got into the topic. LG couldn't be here with us, but how me and you got on the topic where I was like, even men get that sometimes too. But I wanted to
Right.
hear your side of it, like exactly like your dynamics of it. Like where do you come from? Your position on it? How many times does it happen to you? Does it happen a lot? Like what's your take on it? Like how you feel about the whole situation?
Um, I mean, first off, to comment on what you said about how it happens to men, like I've had a few people comment on it and say like it's not just women, blah blah blah, which I'm very aware of.
Right.
But I think some people just get so invested in not realizing that we're gonna speak on what we experience and not just like everything else in general. And just because I
Facts.
didn't mention like men experience it too doesn't mean I don't care, right? So I think some people put like a little too much like background meaning into certain things that don't need to be there. If that makes
Right.
sense. Um, but for me, it's happened way too often than it should. And I've experienced it personally. I've known other people that have experienced too. I'm gonna speak on my friend's situation first before I speak on mine.
Go ahead.
She had this guy who gifted her, God even knows, I think almost close to 1,000 subs. And although I'm not sure what her intentions were per se, because I didn't really talk to her fully on the situation, I think she might have been more embarrassed, if anything, of the outcome that happened. And she, I guess, maybe did like him. I don't know if she liked him or not, but I think she did like him before he started gifting all these subs. And he became a little possessive and obsessive. So she's an attractive girl. So guys would come in and flirt with her in chat or whatever, whatever. Just like, like the playful flirting that some women do when people come in. Sometimes, you can
Right.
tell the difference between the real stuff and like the weird, creepy stuff.
Right.
And so he got jealous of that, right? So whenever he would see stuff like that, he would like tell other viewers off. Like he would tell them to like F off or whatever, kind of claiming her as his, although
So
they
not
quote
like
unquote
she's
never
flirting.
established. Right. She's not
So she's
flirting.
not
She's just
she's
like,
just basically being friendly,
yeah, she's
inviting
being
people in
friendly.
and
Right.
this is my
Right.
page. I want to welcome you. I want to show everybody
Exactly.
the same kind of attention. But he's like feeling
Exactly.
entitled now.
Exactly. So to us, we call each other the demon twins because we're just always on some type of demon time, just
I
randomly.
like it. I like it.
And yeah, so people will come in and they'll like heal whatever conversation we're having, so they'll feel a need to chime in. And if it's friendly enough, then it's fine. We'll let them talk. But if it's creepy, obviously we'll set him straight. And
Okay.
he just, no matter what it was, it could be like, I like your eyes, and he'd like freak the fuck out as if like they were a thing. And she'd be like, we're not together, like we're just flirty, like same thing that she would do with other viewers, but I guess he had more access behind the scenes because they were closer, I guess, if that makes sense. And
So I
so
think what's happening now. I'm
yeah,
sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
I think what now with all the content creators, it's like y'all are getting this um I little glimpse of what actors and musicians go through. It's like
Exactly.
you know my music or you know my
Mm-hmm.
movies, but you don't really know me. Just because you
Exactly.
went and watched a movie or you bought a CD doesn't mean that I need to stop every 2 seconds and take a picture with you. You
Correct,
know,
correct.
so now you got normal. just everyday people that are now content
Hmm.
creators, and they're getting a glimpse of what it's like to be in the limelight.
Exactly. So it's like the entertainment business, right? Like your favorite artist, your favorite rap, whatever. Like if you ever meet them in person, they're never just gonna be straight up and bold and be like, "Don't touch me, don't this." They're gonna be a little flirty. Obviously, if you're a younger girl, it's different. But like they're gonna be a little flirty. They're gonna give you that little imagination that you thought about in your head in the moment of meeting them, just for the sake of your like, what's the word? I don't know if it's loyalty, if I want to use it, but just to keep you as a fan. Does that make sense?
Right. It's
Keep
an
keep the
entertainment.
keep the
It's a
engagement. Keep the
business.
engagement.
Yeah, to
Right.
keep the engagement, because the
Keep
last
the
thing they
engagement.
need is
Yeah.
that the moment you meet them, now all of a sudden you're no longer a fan, and that they lose money, they lose this, they lose that, right? So it's just like the same thing. It's like you want to keep your name relevant. It's not really necessarily like putting your, because there's some people that argue and they're like, well, why did you flirt with him? And it's like, do you really know what flirting means? Like, are we really like blending in
Don't
flirting and like
misconstrue
being
my being
friendly?
nice and to like
Exactly.
I'm wanting you, But that's been
Right.
an issue for women for centuries,
Right.
right?
But then there are some women that do take advantage of it and they know exactly what they're
Right.
doing and
Oh
they go down the
yes.
wrong path. Right. So
Right.
that's another thing that we
Absolutely.
can talk about as well.
That's a
But long
dangerous
story
thing that you're
short,
doing.
exactly. Long story short, she did tell him like straight up, like, hey, we're not together. I mean, like, you're turning off new people from my chat. For the longest time, people weren't coming back to her channel because like they were scared of him, right? And he was a mod at the time. So like, you get those mods, sometimes you'll go into chat and you'll get the stingy mods that say some shit and you never want to come back to your channel. He was like that. So she first unmodded him just to like give him a warning, and he could not stand it. So it became a huge thing where he would come back over and over complaining, try to gift more subs to think that like that would get his mod
He
back
was
or
a
get her
mod
attention back.
too.
He was a mod. Yep. He was a mod. And
Well,
when
why
I
not
tell
Shut
you
the
block
she
fuck
him
trusted
up!
him,
then?
Wow.
when I
Okay.
tell you she trusted him. Like she trusted him. And
I guess
so
where I'm questioning is like,
yeah.
why not just block him if he's giving you all these issues and he's taking away from your content and people coming in? Why not just get rid of him?
Right. So I think for her, she was more like, maybe if I did this gradually, it'd be easier than just like blocking him and something happens. Maybe that was her thought. Right. So she's like, okay, if I
Okay.
do this slowly, this might be better than just, because I think she was scared of the blow up if she just immediately just removed him. Right. Which has happened before. Right. So I think for her, she was like, okay, let me try to do this slowly. And then she had warned a few people like me and other people about his behavior. So we were always there to watch it just in case he were pull something crazy, right? And so when we could tell that like unmodding him was just regardless of blocking him altogether or just slowly weaning him off of her, he was gonna do something, and he ended up doing something. So he at one point snapped because she did ban him, and it led to like banning him and everything, blocking him on social media.
As he should
He
have
then
been.
started harassing her because he had her number,
Oh.
ended up harassing her, texting her all the
Hold
time,
up.
and
Red
making fake
flag.
So so
accounts,
so so so
sending
I
her
do
nudes
I do have to. We just talked
on
about this.
social
I just
media.
said that.
Yeah.
I have to ask this. Is there any? Do you think that at any point that she entertained him more than she should have, which warranted for him to act like that? Does she
Okay,
mean
so
like?
Come on
there's
now.
there's that part where I told you guys I don't know the full background story. Is
I
that I
got
Okay.
red
do think
flags
she
everywhere.
entertained
Ding,
it.
ding, 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 ding.
I do think she entertained it a little too far. I personally do, and I told her this. I was like, you need to understand that like what he did wasn't okay, and I'm not excusing what he did. But is there at any point do you think that you went a little too far just because you knew he was going to gift you? And she kind of like ignored
Right.
it and like get past the question, and I just didn't bring it up because I'm like, it's none of my business, it is what it is. We obviously officially got rid of him and all that stuff, but yeah, it's just like I was just like, girl, girl,
Because what?
because I knew there was something going on, like there
Yeah.
had to have
When
been
you say the
more than
personal
what was.
number, that's what
Yeah,
kind of like got me. Like she got he
right,
got her
there you
personal
go,
number.
I would
So
not have given him
Got
my
your
personal
digits.
number.
right, like exactly,
Right.
like Discord. Yeah, I get it. Discord, you know what I'm saying? That's like it's kind of like a WhatsApp joint. You know what I mean? Everybody can have like
Right.
certain access, but you can still like ignore calls, and nobody has your personal number.
Yeah.
That sounds like she
That's a
You
high
felt
level of
comfortable.
trust. That's
yeah
a high
like
level of trust to give someone your number,
right
right?
right right.
So I guess she trusted.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Red
either way,
flags.
I was just like. Yeah, no, I knew, and I told her, like,
At
I
this
called her
point,
out.
we say, the hell you talking about?
Yeah, no, I
Facts.
mean, I'm the
I'm
type of
giving you
girl,
my
like, if I'm
number.
friends with you, I will call you out. I don't care if whether you're in the right, you're in the wrong. If I feel you did something, I will call you out on it. I'm not faking no type of sympathy just because you're my homie or whatever. Like, if you're wrong, you're wrong.
It's a
You gonna get
safety
called out.
thing, though. She has to be careful too, because I mean, the
Right.
reality is these people. You don't know these people, and you don't know their
No, you never
intentions.
know their intentions. Exactly.
It's not even that,
Yeah.
like, right? So you like you said, Nelly, like there's people out here that promote that type of content, right? And
Exactly.
and we're not even talking about just like on some OnlyFans shit, right? There's people. I have a homegirl who she has made her living being I don't want to use the term, but I'll make it a booby
Is it a
streamer.
just chatting streamer?
Yeah, there you
We can
go.
say just chatting streamer to make it more
Okay,
friendly.
okay, okay, there we go. She has
Yeah.
made her living off that.
Yeah.
Like she does it on TikTok. She does it on her OnlyFans. She has her own Pornhub
Right.
account. Like
Wow.
this is what she do. But she warrants that, and she's okay with it. But she never lets nobody get to that point where they have like personal access, like a phone number.
Right.
You know
You
what I'm
gotta have
saying?
Okay.
boundaries.
Well,
Right.
but would you kind of like? But if somebody's not promoting that type of content, why would you come in there expecting to get that type of content? That's the part that confuses me, right? Because okay, let's like my
Some men
situation,
see women and they think
right?
me
It's
want.
an
So
entitlement
let's
problem.
let's talk
Yeah.
about my situation, right?
Yeah.
I'm a
Okay.
now I'm a podcaster, but
So let's flip it. We're gonna flip it.
I'm a
Right.
content
Right.
creator,
Right.
right? So I do like gaming streams and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I get on there, I
Mhm.
drink, I have fun, bullshit, whatever. And I had recently somebody who came in there and was like dropping all sorts of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then out of nowhere, without me asking, I'm getting like fucking random nudes in my Discord.
Oh.
And I told them like, at first of all, I'm anybody can tell you that know me. I'm very transparent with everything I fucking do, right? I'm very
Right.
transparent. So like, she would even question if I had my camera off, send me like a DM saying, "Oh, you got your camera off
Uh.
because you got somebody over your house." What the fuck business is that of
Uh.
yours?
Uh.
Like, even if I did, like, what?
Stalker
Ain't no
vibes.
business.
That's
Right.
none of your motherfucking business. And I told you, like, look, check this out, man. I just got out of a long ass relationship. I'm not looking to be locked down no time soon. Period. And you're just not my type, shorty. Like,
Right.
you're just not that area that I
But
look
how
at.
do
Not
you
that gal.
know?
You
How
just
do
not
you
that
know I'm
gal.
not your type? Give
What
me
you
some.
mean?
Right.
She's like,
Like,
just give me
okay,
some
so
time.
so
Give me
with,
some
with
Give me a
time.
chance.
so
Let me
with some
show you what to
so with
do.
some content creators, you know what I'm saying? They have many avenues. Like they have Twitter, they have IG, they have probably their own
Right.
Twitch page. So you know, you go and you see, you catch a vibe, whatever. They could be cool people, but that don't mean
Mhm.
like, you know what I'm saying, that's the type of people like what I'm after. But yet and still,
Right.
like if I
So
met you
yeah,
over
I
the
feel like you're
internet.
seeing the
Nah.
representative.
Stop. Because even on the internet, I don't do internet vibes like that. Like you're not gonna find me trying to wife nobody on the internet. Period. Like if we don't have
Right.
like a real deep connection, I'm not finna be on like motherfucking Twitch looking for my next wife, bruh. That's me though. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
me. I'm on Twitch for a reason. If I were to look at just chatting streamers, I'll go to a just chatting stream and do my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Do your thing.
I don't
All
visit that.
right.
But so my thing is so and this is my first
You
time
sound very
I was like, yo,
familiar.
this is what my homegirls feel like when they get unsolicited dick pics. Like, oh my god,
Yes.
like so I felt the
Welcome to the
awkwardness.
club.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Welcome to
club.
the club.
Everybody, a round of
Ah, so
applause.
round of applause, my ass. I'm gonna take a shot on that one. How about that? But so I do understand. But no, I want to hear your personal experience outside of your homegirls. Like, what happened to you that warranted you to make that tweet? To like, was it about your homegirl, or did you said you had a situation like that yourself, right?
Yeah. Like, give me a second. I'm gonna turn my cam on, so just give me like a minute.
Oh, go ahead, take your time, no worries, no worries. It's awkward out here, T. Like,
Look, I don't
I
want
don't.
to find out.
Hey, I
Good.
mean,
I'm good.
this podcast start popping. You might be random like, oh yeah, that T Atlanta. Let me go ahead and get in her DMs real fast.
Yeah,
Slide this pickle across her phone.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't need no creepers. I'm good.
They're gonna slide that pickle across that phone.
Stay over there. I'm good.
So we got
I'm a up close and personal type of person. I got a vibe with you. I gotta get to know you personally. I can't. Don't be
that's the type of
slipping in
time
my
I'm on.
DM. I'm good.
So I
Yeah,
got
I'm old school. I'm old school.
I got my boy one of my guys Ramen in the chat. He's saying the same thing. He's like keyboard warriors dropping subs of bits and donos. That's kind of like the thing I guess Nelly was talking about where her mod was getting kind of aggressive and
Yeah.
flexing
I guess it's not
on her
allowing me
viewers.
to turn my video on.
It's not.
No.
I don't know why it's not allowing you. I'm
I mean,
new
it's
to
no
this shit.
biggie. I just figured it'd be easier to see me and we can have an actual
Oh, I
conversation. You
mean,
can see me better.
either way,
It's all
you
good.
know how it goes.
So with my experience, it was I don't know if you guys heard of the streaming site called Mixer before it
Mm-hmm.
closed down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Mixer shut down because of sexual harassment allegations and claims that they
Right,
never really took care of,
and
and
they just pushed to
it was a
Facebook.
huge deal. Right, and it's now meshed with Facebook. Yes, correct.
Mm-hmm.
So long story short, bunch of shit happened, never really got resolved. It is what it is. And so for me, it was on Mixer. Funny enough, because this story ends up being like a whole catfish situation.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
uh-huh. I didn't fall for it, but either way, it's yeah.
I'm intrigued. Carry
Yeah,
on.
so this guy somehow met me in another stream, and I guess he found out that I was also a streamer. And so he had followed me, and ever since then he had been in my chat nonstop every day from whenever I started, because I used to stream like 15 hours per stream at the
Jesus
time.
Christ, girl.
And he'd be there from the start till the end. And I'm like,
What
dude,
kind of
I just
job does he have? That's what I need to know.
that's
No.
exactly right. So I'm like, how what kind of
I
homie out
appreciate your
here,
support, brother, but
right?
what job do you
Watching,
have?
and it's not like he was lurking in between. He was talking the whole 15 hours. I'm like, there's
All right, so
something
he's
going
giving
on
you
here.
convo. All right.
Right. So fast
He's
forward
investing
at
his
one point,
time into you.
exactly, he starts DMing me on like Discord, or he didn't have Twitter at the time. He starts DMing me on Discord. Still, mind you, don't know who he is. He had no profile picture, doesn't know what he looks like, blah, 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 blah. And he starts like explaining to me how he likes me, he's fallen in love with me, he's in this, he's in that, he's in that, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't even have a cam when I first started streaming, right? So I'm like, who are you falling in love with a voice? Because
It's
I
the
don't know what
voice. You do
You'll
have
be
a nice
surprised.
voice.
You'll be
I'm
do I.
gonna
surprised.
say.
Thank you.
You'll be surprised. Like people will hear
I
you
just
mean,
want
talk.
more. I want to know.
I
Yeah.
didn't get a camera for my stream until I was like maybe 6 to 7 months into streaming. So the first like 6 7 months I had no cam. It was just
Okay.
me streaming on my console and that was it. And so once I did start getting a cam, when I tell you this man started telling me more and more about how he loved me, how he did this, how he did that. He gifted me subs.
Dang, he loves.
It's called
He's in
Embers on
love.
Mixer. It was called Embers because like
Yeah, embers,
non-part,
embers.
like there's no such thing as affiliate on Mixer. It was just partner and or nothing.
Yep.
So he
Oh,
would donate to me. He would give me embers. He would give me all this shit that he possibly could. And then at one time he was like, "Hey, will you be my girlfriend?" I was like, "No." Like one, I don't know what you look like. Like and then I was like, okay, first off, like I was just like not entertaining it, but I was like trying to figure out if I could use that as an excuse to see what he looks like. So I'm like, I don't know what you look like. You've been in my chat for what 6 7 months now. I need to see you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially if you're gonna be on a DM basis, I just need to see what you look like.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, well, how about we take this slow and like let's start off with like what you look like.
that's where
And
you
so
went wrong.
he sends me this picture, and I'm like, like this is too good to be true.
Did,
There's
what,
no fucking way.
did he fucking send you Idris Elba or some shit?
Fine, fine.
You
Like,
this
hold up.
picture, this was a fine ass man. I was like, there's no way because me looking like me and you looking like you. There's no fucking way that you.
Baby was
Ah!
like, hold up. I know my number. I know my level, baby. I don't think
Literally,
you're
I know my
available.
limits.
Hold on.
You
Wait
out
a
of my
minute.
league. You out of my league, homie. There's no way. There is literally no way. This man looked like a supermodel. I was like, this. I'm like,
Suspicious.
come on. If you're gonna catfish, at least try with someone that's a 6, not a fucking 12. Like, come on now. And
Damn,
so
what the fuck did he send you?
I keep asking him. I knew I was going to eventually call him out for catfishing, but I just had to like figure it out to see how far he was
He
going to get
sent
with
that
it.
picture perfect. That
He
profile.
sent pictures. I
An
had him like try
Adonis.
to like
Magazine.
send me videos of him talking, but he would always send like videos without his face. It was just like voice recordings.
Mm,
And like his voice
that's
sounded
suspicious.
auto-tuned.
Auto tuned.
So my girl, yeah, it sounded
So the
auto-tuned. So my
boy T
homegirl
pains you?
thought my girl thought it was a girl trying to be a guy
Oh my Jesus Christ,
because his voice was
Lord.
auto
Oh,
tuned.
okay. Now we
Yeah.
getting into
So,
something.
long story short, I find out who the real guy from the picture is. I message him on Instagram and I said, "Hey, just so you know, there's a guy pretending to be you right now." I did some FBI detective shit to find this out. Like
Because you
I
a
went
woman, and that's what
in.
we do.
Exactly, it's what we do. I
Get
went
the
in
fuck
and he
out
said
of
that
here.
it wasn't the first time that guy has used his photo and that he had used it 2 years prior. So he had been using
That
his
is so
profile
creepy
for
to me.
years.
I
So
don't
he'll
understand
become
people like that.
friends with a group of people, and then once they find out, he leaves and then finds the next group to do the next thing too. And I
Like, get
found the
a
other people that
life.
he was
That is
messing
so
with.
that's so creeperish.
See,
Like
like
that's
this,
So when I
the shit gets
literally,
crazy.
kid
who
that's
does that?
the other table by himself that just would peer and stare at you. That's the
Literally.
creeper kid. Like, come on, man.
Literally, like he was obsessed. Like I'm leaving out details, but he was obsessed with me. And when I told him I do not like want to associate with you anymore, if you want to be in my chat, which was obviously I should have just banned him from the get go. I said, if you want to be in my community, the only time you can talk to me is in my chat. You are no longer allowed to DM me. You're no longer allowed to blah 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 blah. Blah. And he still wouldn't respect it, so I ended up banning him, blocking him on whatever social media that I had, and he went
Crazy,
off. Like
crazy.
I didn't go to this. I didn't go to the extreme of me sending him nudes because I knew he was a catfish, right? But you have some of these girls like my friend who
Uh-oh.
was sending him nudes, which
Oh,
is why.
sweet
And I
baby
said
Jesus.
that he leaked her nudes. Oh, did I
Wait,
miss?
wait.
Did I?
Plot
Oh my God.
twist.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa,
I left
yeah.
that
Yeah,
part out, didn't I? Oh yeah. So
yo. Rewind. I need to hear this part.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that part. Oh,
so the guy from my friend, he ended up putting some type of link. I don't know what the link was, but he tweeted it out and said, "If y'all want to know who the real blank is, here she is." Click the link and it's a bunch of her nudes. I don't know if he went through her phone or like hacked her phone or hacked her cloud or whatever, or if she was sending him anything. Because I asked and she didn't reply.
Oh, she sent him.
what?
Oh, she sent.
Yeah,
If
she
she ain't
definitely
reply,
sent.
if she ain't reply, she sent them motherfuckers.
Yeah. So I just kind of took the I just kind of
Ladies,
That's
ignored it
why
ladies,
and was like,
I'm
"Oh
not.
my god, I
ladies.
can't
I'm not.
believe he hacked you."
That's why I don't send no dick pic, bro. Hey, listen, you ain't finna have y'all ain't
This
finna
is
have
why
my
I
dick on
literally
Twitch.
say this is why I literally say I do not send nudes. Like if you want to hook up with me, we doing it IRL. We are like I will look at your dick
Facts.
IRL. I do not want no pics. I do not want First off, dick pics
He
are not
said, "No,
attractive. I'm
we going
sorry,
to the
men.
IRL
To
if
all
you
the
want me to
to all
view,
the
bruh."
men that think that like, oh baby, let me send you my dick, you're gonna get turned on. No, they're not
Oh
attractive. Number one.
You
Dick pics are
seen
not
one?
attractive.
They
I'm
all
sorry.
look the same.
They all look the fucking
oh
same. They're
my
not
god.
attractive. I am so sorry to tell you this. They're not.
I really wish LG could have came in here because I feel like
How
I can't I can't relate right now. Like
but here's the thing though, if I love you, if I like you, then your dick gonna look like a fucking beautiful type. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's the random dick pics that I get,
yeah,
like I'm not
okay,
gonna be
I
like,
hear
oh
that.
my god,
Yeah, yeah, I like your energy. If you
right?
mind, that
That's what
dick
I
is a
mean.
Yeah,
trophy,
that's different. We
Exactly.
motherfucking
can do this
trophy.
to each other.
Cuz
Exactly. For random dick pics,
like
I'm not gonna look at it and be like, oh my god, I
It's
want
like,
it. No, no sir.
really? Like,
No sir.
you could have kept that.
You really could have
Okay.
I could have lived my whole ass life
without that dick
Like,
without
pic.
seeing that
damn,
dick
can I
pic,
get a
but
conversation first, bruh? Like,
yeah,
before you
honestly,
just
but yeah,
boom,
I mean,
throw
it
it
all
at
ended
me.
up in just like me completely cutting ties with him. He has not tried to reach out to me, thank God. But
Mm.
it's just, it's ridiculous some of the shit that people go through. Like women in content creating alone, and men too. Like it's ridiculous. And I know the men's side is not talked about enough, which is what I was personally trying to get like the men conversation up and about. This was before I even like
Yeah, it seems
Right,
like
right,
like
right.
knew
it's
anyone.
switched.
Well,
Like the
w-
new age females
no,
are
no, no,
very
no, 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 no,
aggressive
no,
to the
no, 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 no,
dudes.
no, 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 no. So
You don't think so?
this is the thing, right? It happens to men, but I don't know. I don't want to sound a certain way, but women will express their disconcern about it more than a man will.
More. Right.
Men don't usually like when it happens to me. I'm like, what the fuck? Click, and I go tell my
Right.
homies like, yo, this motherfucker sending me
Right.
nudes, bro. Like, what the fuck? And this shit ugly too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll have that kind, or like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
Shawty sent me some nudes. She bad as fuck, you know. But we
Right.
don't voice our disconcern, and I get it because from a
Guys
man,
locker room it.
yeah,
A
we
lot
locker
more.
room it.
Right.
So with women, it
Mhm.
happens so much more. It's more
Mhm.
common for it to happen
Mm.
to women because like
Women.
like on the other side of that keyboard, man, people are like different. Like they're built different on the
People.
other side of the keyboard because they're really tough. You can't touch them. You can't do this to them. You can't do that to them. So you
Right.
know they
So
go
I
the
can
extra
say and do
mile.
anything.
Right. So like and then if you realize, right, like when a man sends a dick pic, it never has a face in it.
Mhm.
So if a woman exposes it, you know, a man would just be like, oh, that's not me. Versus
Mhm.
a woman will, if she
Yeah.
sends nudes, right, you can look at the
Her face is
silhouette,
in it.
or her face might be in it, or you
Mhm.
can look at the silhouette. You can see resembling tattoos, and y'all how y'all said women are detectives. Men are detectives too. When they see
Yeah.
nudes, is this really her? Hold on. Let me go see another picture of her. Oh, she got a forearm
Right.
tat right here on her left arm of a motherfucking a peach. Oh, she got it in the nude too. That's her. You know what I'm saying? We do the
Right.
same thing, but it does. It does.
Facts.
Yo, big talk, right? But it
Don't
does.
let a woman like just a little bit resemble you,
And,
and then he's like,
Bruh.
"Yo,
and that's why
yo, I
like
seen you on Pornhub. Who
uh,
was that dude?"
and that like at the same time, man, that's where I kind of get like with some of my boys, I show a disconcern with them or call them out on their bullshit because if a woman does send you a nude and you get pissed off and then you show the world, to me that's hoe ass shit.
That's grimy.
That's like, you know
That
what
is
I'm saying, like
grimy.
what's the point
That's
of
some
even
whole ass
doing
shit.
that? Like what's the point of even doing that? Like because I could just imagine if I sent my dick to somebody with my face in it and then all of a sudden here goes my dick all over Twitter. Next thing you know, cancel culture. The motherfuckers be
But
on
that's
my
a
Right.
neck.
person that has no respect for themselves, let alone somebody else. That's why you got to be careful. Like, you shouldn't be sharing yourself
I'm on
with other
I'm
people
on
that are
Nelly
not
type
gonna
of time.
appreciate it.
Listen, I'm not sending you shit until we vibe IRL. Like if we don't vibe
Right.
IRL,
Exactly.
and I don't know why people get like disconcerted. Like what, like if you're trying to holler at somebody, why don't you show your
All right,
real
for those
face
that don't know, what is IRL?
in
So
real
let's
life?
explain that to. Okay, there you go.
In real
Yeah.
life,
In real
right?
life. Mhm.
So like my thing is like if I'm trying to holler at somebody, why would I catfish you in the first place? Because when we meet up, and then you're gonna be more embarrassed than anything. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
I don't know why people get hung up on that because even though you might be like a good personality, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. There has to be some kind of physical attraction. Nobody
Mhm.
is gonna be 100% just
Well, when you look at someone, the first thing you think of is, are they hot? Are they pretty? Are they? You're not thinking like,
is this
man,
something
she
I
has a
can
nice
work with?
personality. The first time you look at it, yeah, like the first thing is physical attraction from someone, and then the
Period.
next is
Like
personality.
like so
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 like you
but
have to be attracted to that.
now, so when this goes on YouTube and this is a video, it's a VOD, I want people to know that personality does play, but the physical
It does
aspect is
play
still there. Because you could
the
be fine
first
as hell
part.
and
Yeah.
ugly as fuck, attitude wise. You know,
Exactly.
so you could be the
Yes,
ugliest
I
person.
agree.
You might have a little ass on you. I might crack your cheeks, but after that, I don't want to deal with you. You yell too much. You nag too much. You're a
I
bitch.
Your
know
You
mouth is
feel
so many of
nasty.
those girls. I know so many of those
man?
girls. The ones that they know they're hot shit, but they're the ugliest human beings on the inside.
Pretty
And
privilege.
guys will just be like, you know what? I'm gonna just fuck her and leave because that's all they care about. Because
That's
like
it.
I'm gonna just look at you and you don't need to talk and
That's
that's
it.
it. And it's like, girl, you're okay with being like that type of girl, like the ones that they just want to hit it and quit it. Like you don't want them to have any interest in you because you have no personality. Because you
Listen,
just
I
And
know,
then
exist to
on the
I
everybody
know
flip
a
else.
chick
side, you
who's
got
real
it with the
pretty.
guys too.
So
That's true.
guys are like that, but more or less,
Your mouth, like you
guys
don't
with
have no
money,
intellect
guys with
I
money
feel
are
like
more like
guys will
that.
show their asshole a little bit, not physical,
when
but
they.
like that they are an asshole sooner than a woman will.
Yeah. Cause I let everybody know off
Like
top. Like
guys are just
I'm an asshole off top, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you
yeah,
everything you
right.
don't want to hear about yourself. Like, shut the fuck up, homie. Yeah, but my assholism is part of my honesty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Right.
I'm just brutally honest.
Nah,
Like,
I agree because I'm the same. I'm brutally honest too. If I care about you, me lying is not going to help you.
facts. Like, what the fuck's the point? But I mean, at the end of the day, like, man, that pretty privilege is a motherfucker. People
Oh, it
that
really
people,
is. There is such thing as pretty privilege in it.
I know a chick who she's beautiful, beautiful, right?
Hmm.
But when she talks, right? When she talks, she sounds like Like if she smashes, she could be like, "Yo, son, go deeper, right?" Type shit, right? That's how she talks, right? That's how she talks, right? But
Oh my god,
at the same time, when you hear that information, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? How you ain't get bagged yet? You this old with this kind of
right.
cash flow coming in, and then the motherfucker tell you, "Well, I've been engaged 5 times so far." Bitch, you got more
Oh,
rings than
that's
Thanos.
why.
You might be the problem. You might be the
Right,
motherfucking problem. You've been
exactly.
engaged 5 times
No,
and you
you
haven't
might
crossed
be
the
the
finish
problem.
line.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not them, it's you, boo.
So
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
now I look at her and I'm like, yeah, you're not that cute no more. Shouted like like
Mhm.
engaged 5 times. Man, I've only been married once. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Engaged 5 times, and you
Oh
couldn't make
hell
it
no.
past the finish line. Shout it! I don't want no parts of you. Period.
Then it's definitely not them. It's you, girl.
Red
It's definitely
flag.
you.
Yeah, that's red flag.
Yeah,
Red
hundred
flag,
percent.
like Ramen said. Fucking tornado warnings. You understand? The sirens are
Literally.
going off. Motherfucker, run. Go into fucking hiding. Get in
Right.
your tub. Put a mattress over that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah. So back. That happened to you on Mixer, Nelly?
Yeah, so it was just like it was honestly like I've had other guys like hit on me and like try to get at me, but like that shit ended and it wasn't like with them trying to use subs or whatever or donos to like, well, I gave you all this shit, like now you owe me this, you owe me that. And that's the biggest thing. It's that like support nowadays, it's like it's no longer a thing, it seems like, because now you're gifting all these things to whether it's a woman or a guy or a girl and you're doing all this. It's like I did this for you, and then you turn back around 3 months. It's like, so who did you do it for if it wasn't for me? Right. So
Right.
yeah. So he started saying like, well, I like you banned me. He's like, I want my money back. Blah blah blah. Like threatening to like
How
refund
that works,
things.
boo. That's not how it
I'm
works.
like,
I
I'm
said,
like,
give me all my coin back.
your
Oh
money in
my
my
god.
mouth. You ain't getting nothing back. What you mean
Hey,
you want your money
period.
back? Like the
How
fuck?
y'all say period, poo?
Like
Hey, I'm with
literally,
that.
you're not
I'm
getting
with that.
shit back.
Yo, like what
Like you're not getting shit back.
like, bro, look, listen. If you want to support somebody, support them because you genuinely love their content. You genuinely have a good time.
Right.
You
Exactly.
come to their channel, you have a good time. I don't. So my main flaw is I don't network as much as I
No
should.
expectations. You should
I
be
don't.
expecting nothing in
I don't
return.
network as much as I should, and I have a lot of things going on. Like I tell people, like, listen, I wish I could support you more. I'm a grown ass man. I pay child support for 2 kids, and I pay all my bills by my motherfucking self. So if I can support,
Right.
I will.
Right.
But some people are in better spaces where they can show some more support. But just because you show support does not mean I have to give you more attention than the next person. That does not
There
put
you
you at.
go.
That
And
does
I
not
think
put you.
You're
that's
not entitled.
Yeah, this
I
isn't
think
a
that's
race to
where
see who's the
some
best.
women get confused too. Like the ones that just start streaming and like they're aware that they're pretty, but like they're not. They're because there's some of them that don't do it on purpose. The ones that like are fucking aware that like they look good and they can do this, they can do that to like finesse their way into whatever. And the ones that like just like are literally innocent, and they're like, okay, well, like they're trying to give him attention just so like they feel grateful, right? And it's like, at what point do you then draw the line in terms of like being grateful and like going over the limit? Does that
That
make
was gonna
sense?
be my next question. My next question was like, where do you
Like,
set
how
your
can you tell?
boundaries?
Right.
Yeah.
You got
Like,
so
do, do you just
that's
thank the
completely on the
person and
person.
keep the conversation to a limit? Like, you can't get too personal. I
Nah,
think
nah,
that's
nah, nah,
the
nah.
key.
So you want to engage people. You always want to engage your people when they support and all that other stuff. You do want to engage. You do want to keep up with your chat, all that, right? What the problem is
Right.
when people start overstepping that boundary, the creator not putting their foot down, not saying,
Right.
"Hey, that's not cool. That's not what I'm here for." If you don't let that
I
be
think that's
known
a
and
problem
you
with
let
women a
people,
lot of times, though.
Yeah, because they're
We
scared
don't
they're
put
gonna
that
get
foot down. We don't, because we're, yeah,
right.
we're kind
They're
of
scared.
worried.
and
Like, we're not trying to rock the boat,
that's
but you
weird to me
have to
because
be firm.
I
It's like,
feel like y'all
yeah,
gotta protect y'all space because it happens. Like it really happens to
exactly.
y'all so much more than it happens to men. And like I said, I have
Mhm.
homeboys that have told me that they've gone into a woman's stream and was like, "Yo, she was bad. I dropped like $400 in there," and I'm like, "God damn!" He was like,
What?
"Yeah, but fuck her. She ain't pay me no
Oh
mind.
god.
Oh, why the fuck would I
Well,
wouldn't
then
pay you
why
no
did you
mind?
spend on the? So
It's your
that goes into
fault."
the just chatting streamers as well. The ones that like that whole hot tub stream era that
Oh
was going on
Jesus
Twitch.
Christ! It's still
That
going.
whole thing, like I know it is. Ooh, I know
It's
it is.
still
But
it's
like
still going.
my opinion is like there are some women that were exploiting it. Yes, there are two. There are some women that were being banned based off of color of skin. They were doing less than some white women, but
Yeah,
they were being
yeah.
banned. Three, some of them that like I don't know, just doing too much, right? And then people were like, well, why are they doing this? Why are they blaming the women? And then I'm like, you realize there are men who are spending thousands, if not like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yes.
Like, why? Like, I'm
Yes.
just devil's advocate. If I know I'm a good looking gal and people are paying to see my goodies, I'm gonna use it, right?
Hey.
So like, let's like
Well, they
if
go
they're
ahead. You say
using
if you
it
got it,
and trying,
flaunt it.
if you got it, flown it, right? And they were using it, they were on the borderline of TOS, but they were hovering that line.
Right.
Right, so like, okay, well, we'll keep riding this train until it's no longer a thing, and that's society nowadays, though. Like, we're always riding some type of fucking train until someone says like, stop it,
Right.
right?
Right.
And so
Right.
like,
Then it goes back to where's
we
the
can't
boundaries?
fully, there you go, we can't fully blame these women that are trying to secure the bag, but at the same time, the only time I will ever blame those women are the ones that knew exactly what they were doing, using it to their advantage, and then when things were going wrong, like women of color getting banned for no fucking reason, doing the exact same shit, and they still not speaking up about it, that's where I draw the line.
Got you. I like that perspective.
Right, so
I like that perspective.
yeah, that was my thing. Cause
You
like,
got
I would
that
see women
double
of color doing this
standard.
all the time, and then I see like a white woman on the same front page, and this girl was in like a freaking string bikini, like you could see nipple and everything. Black woman is in like a full bodysuit type of thing. She got banned because she stood up, and homegirl has more ass just genetically than the white
Yep.
woman does, and immediately got banned. Like how is that her fault? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you know what? I've actually like I kind of like
Double
scroll through.
standards and
I kind of just scroll through just
Yeah,
chatting sometimes just to see what kind of fuckery I'll find, right? And I'll be scrolling through
right.
there, and I legit find like women just painting
Mm-hmm.
themselves, body paint type shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch my words because I don't want to be that guy, right? But
Right.
like you said, the people of non-color, right?
Mm-hmm.
Body painting. I mean, like
Yep.
completely fucking nude body painting, right? Like
Yep.
the only thing that's on them
Mm-hmm.
is fucking paint. And then I'll see like
Right.
another shorty, like a woman of color, right? She was
Mm-hmm.
doing like I in my opinion, I find ASMRs
you
are weird.
stuttered. You stuttered there.
ASMRs are weird. Like I there was one where this chick was
Oh,
like wearing, like you said,
ASMR
like
is
a
fucking weird.
like
I'm
like
sorry.
she had the cat suit, she had the cat suit on, like you said, she had the, you know, the wagon in that motherfucker, and she was just on the
Right.
microphone just
Ugh.
I was like
Bro.
but that's all she was doing. But the chick who was body
Right.
painting, nothing happened. But the chick who was doing the ASMR and the mic got banned for like a week.
Well, okay, so that goes back to this. I don't know. Am I allowed to say names?
Uh,
Let's not.
Okay, so
Let's
big,
yeah.
big,
Let's
big
not.
streamer, big
okay,
streamer. I don't know.
okay.
I'm sure you've seen her on Twitter, and
Um,
she was talked about a lot. But she was also wearing a leather bodysuit, wearing a horse mask on her head, and then like there was another one point she was wearing a pigeon
oh
mask on her
yeah,
head,
yeah, I know you're talking
making
about.
weird horse
Oh,
noises,
I'm gonna take a
pigeon
shot about. I'm
noises,
gonna take a shot with
with
that.
her ass in the fucking camera, and all you hear is like, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, this is what people are watching.
Oh my
Like,
god.
this is what people are
Oh.
watching. But then you can
Oh.
see
Please make
a
that
woman
sound
of
again. She made
color.
what kind of sound?
One more time. Do it. Do
Like, I
it.
don't
Do
fucking
it for the
know.
cast. Do it for the cast. Go ahead. Go clear your throat. I want to hear. We gotta hear it again. You gotta do it again. Come on. What was the noise? Do it.
I don't fucking know what it sounds like. Like, bro.
I'm done with you. Jesus
I
Christ.
can't, bro.
Oh my
But
shit.
like,
Oh my
but you
Huh.
know who I'm talking about. Like, she
I
ended up
definitely
being
know what you're
banned,
talking.
her and some other girl, for 3 days.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
3 days. 3 days. They got banned for 3 days, and then they came back. They ended up tweeting like, "Let's go on vacation together." Blah 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 blah. And everyone was like, "What the actual? What is going on?" Like, and then women of color everywhere. Like, I hate like, because and now people are gonna be like, "Well, why are we making this about race?" Because it honestly truly is about race.
I mean, let's be
It's
real.
it's been
The biases is always there.
whoa. But it has been exploited on both sides though, right?
Yes.
I agree.
So because
Yeah.
I
there's
agree.
another big name streamer that I'm gonna say my brother's name because it's my brother, my real life. You know
Right.
who it is, Tanya. My boy Clad Crow. Shout out to Clad Crow. He had beef with a certain big time streamer. You might know who I'm talking about, Nelly. Where she pretty much came up and was like, "Hey, Xbox, hey PlayStation, I see you sending all these new Xboxes and PlayStation 5s to all these people, but there's no people of color and also no women of color getting these Xboxes and PlayStations to fucking, kind of do like an unboxing reveal on stream
Right.
and shit. And she exploited that, and they ended up just giving her a bunch of shit.
Uh-oh.
And Twitter went fucking crazy, right? It was like,
So you're
damn,
saying she used the black card? Is that what you're trying to say?
yes.
Got it.
She
Okay.
used that to not only the black
To
card,
her,
not
but
only
to her,
but
the woman card.
but the woman
Woman
of color
card.
card.
Yeah.
Now
Right.
you're
Well,
stepping
it's
into a
Right.
lane.
justified. I mean, it's justified
So
though.
me personally knowing her, absolutely the fuck not,
Okay.
because I know her.
Okay.
So that's the
Right.
only reason why I will speak on that.
So
Everybody
she
else,
was an
I'm not.
opportunist.
Definitely. Now, was I knocking it?
Okay.
I'm like, I'm not gonna knock nobody hustle because I come from a different background. T, you already know. I come from a different background where I get it by any means. You understand?
Right.
But what does that do to the sisterhood, to everybody out here who's legit trying to get it? You know what I
It
mean?
discredits the word of when we actually need to use the
Because-
black woman card.
Because everybody starts looking at it as if you did this
Right.
shit like
But
you
was
know.
there
Right.
validity in what she was saying?
It's
Was there
it's
women of color getting those gifts from
it's
them?
hard it's hard to say because I cannot speak for everybody, right? I cannot
Right.
sit here and tell you the
I'm
demographics
saying,
or the percentages.
based off of what you know, have you seen
Did
that? Have
anyone
you seen
did
women of
anyone
color
do
doing
research
reveals?
into her claims? Is I think that's what you like. Did
So
anyone do any
Yeah.
research into her claims?
so
Right.
I
She
didn't do
might
no
there might be
research.
validity there.
And not with
Okay,
her.
so
Not with her. That's why I said
so we
for
can't really
her.
knock it.
For
Yeah.
her, I wasn't really knocking it, but this is the thing I'm bringing up, right? I'm bringing up the fact that she used that platform and did it in that manner, right? So now it has everybody questioning. I'm talking about Twitter went fucking crazy about this. It went so crazy that it propelled her up into stardom almost. And
Right.
later on, people found out how she really was. You know what I mean? And she ended up getting canceled extra bad, right?
But
Like
that's
lost
also, but
lost all her
that's
sponsorships and
another thing
everything.
right. That's another thing I talk about is like using black trauma to get yourself ahead.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yep.
like going off of like you saying that you know her as a person, if she's going as a black woman going to use black trauma to get herself ahead, that's kind of grimy to me.
Exactly, and that's why I said I have to make sure that I'm stating that because I personally knew her and her
Right.
antics, that hers was definitely not validated. Now, I can't speak
Right.
for every woman of color out there who probably was
Right.
like, hey, because then you got to think about it. Now you opening up a door for now, hey, Microsoft, Sony, you got to do this for a lot of other people.
Well, now
Because
what about the people in wheelchairs that didn't get no Xbox? Like now it
you
becomes
see,
like
you
people
see,
saying-
yes, you see where we're going
Yeah.
now.
Oh, hold on. In her defense, wait.
Oh, you're
Because
defending somebody you
don't
don't know, T.
artists- Come on now. Come on though. But what I'm saying is, just rock with me, okay?
Right.
You think there you got artists, you got movie stars? Do they not do the same
Hold,
thing?
hold on,
Do
no.
they not get those
Artists,
plugs?
artists and movie stars get that shit, and that's a marketing ploy for those
Yeah.
people to get their shit because they know. Okay, so if someone sends, I'm just gonna like put out a weird ass scenario, right? So if Denzel Washington was motherfucking a streamer, right, in his famous ways, and they sent him an Xbox, they sent him an Xbox because it's fucking Denzel. They know
Denzel
people.
Washington.
They know people watch Denzel.
Whether
Okay,
he was white or black, it's
It's
Denzel.
Denzel. So like, what's the boy who plays Spider-Man? Tom Holland. They send Tom Holland a PS5 and he streams. They sent Tom Holland a PS5. It's fucking
They're
Spider-Man.
sending it to the name, not
Right.
Like
Yes.
The name.
So the,
Yes.
the rich people, the people, celebrities and artists don't have to ask for it because personally they could buy it
But she
themselves.
went wrong if she was asking for it.
She was asking for it, and my thing is,
rather
she
begging for
she
it.
asked for it for herself. She didn't ask for it for
I
another
think-
up and coming streamer. Now, if she
I
would have
think what
said,
would've-
"Hey,"
right.
if it wouldn't have been, if
Right.
it wouldn't have been selfish, like if I say, "Hey, why aren't you sending this shit?" Like me personally, if I say you ain't sending this shit to women of color, why don't you send this shit to Nelly? Nelly's a great motherfucker streamer. She got a great platform. Why ain't she getting it?
Gotcha.
Instead of
She's doing
saying,
it herself and nobody else.
"Hey, there you go."
And I think what would have made it more valid too is if she had sent that message privately and then tweeted about, hey, like I had a concern, so
Got
I
it.
sent this, blah blah blah, the end. Yeah.
Hit it on the
That's where it
fucking
was.
head.
It was like
It was a
yeah, I think
selfish
more
move.
about
It was
the
more for
yeah,
herself.
selfishness.
It was
Yeah.
more for herself. It was not really
She
for
wanted
the
her
movement.
recognition.
No, she wanted her free shit.
Yeah.
True.
Cause these Xboxes and PlayStations ain't cheap for $500
They're
dollars,
not gonna
dog.
well,
Right.
especially because when you put in the rate, like the race card and the woman card, like these companies kind of are on a tight leash because at a certain point they're gonna know, especially with streaming, right? Like if it gets enough fucking like if it gets seen enough, they're gonna be in
Yeah, they're
trouble.
paying attention. Yeah.
Yeah, at this point they kind of had to because like if they didn't, now they racist and they sexist.
Hmm.
Yeah, you put the back
And
to the wall.
why would you want that negative publicity on them, right? So they're like, fuck, here you go.
And
Agreed.
this is a
And
write
that,
off for them anyway.
I mean,
Yeah,
it is,
honestly,
but
it
it's
really
still
is. Yeah.
the bigger demographic is hurting everybody else who's
Right.
trying.
It hurt everybody else.
It
Right.
affects everybody else in that category. So now, and it didn't affect everybody. It kind of blessed some because now there was other women of color who were known to be kind of controversial. Is that a word?
Right.
Uh,
Controversial, yeah.
Hmm.
okay,
Yeah.
they were being controversial through their streams and shit. Who said the same thing and ended up receiving some free shit too. So it did open some doors, but I think where people started feeling like indifferent about it is because like how do I look asking for some free shit?
Right.
Like me personally, I'm a hardworking dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the
Right.
military. I've been going 17 years.
I guess
I
that
got
goes to your character.
yeah. Like I'm not gonna like sit here and be like, well, nobody's sending me no free shit. I'm kind of like, what? Like I
Right.
don't know. Like that just to me it won't sit well with me asking for free shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I've worked for everything that I got. Some people, hey, I can't speak for everybody, but the way she went about it was wrong. She used that completely
Right.
wrong, and that goes back to the
There's a
whole.
difference between like no,
Oh, go
sorry,
ahead.
go
I'm sorry.
ahead.
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead. You good? You good?
I mean, there's a difference between like knowing your like when people try to like hit up companies or hit up orgs or whatever, like thinking that they're ready, like they deserve a shot or whatever. There's a difference between knowing when you're ready and that you deserve an opportunity versus being like you're owned one, right? Like
Yeah.
you've earned an opportunity versus that you're owned one. And I think
It kind
for
of goes back
her
to
it
the
was like
entitlement, right?
I
Yep.
give me yeah, like it's my turn to get like no, like the right people at a certain time, even like they could be the hardest worker and you're not getting noticed, and and it doesn't make you any less of a hard worker, right? And like the right, whether it's like your homies or like anyone else that's going to try to like get you that recognition, or whether you feel like if you reach out to other people then it's not deserving or whatever, there's a certain
Right.
like it's okay to reach out. It is okay to reach out. You just got to know when reaching out, it's the difference between being selfish and knowing your worth,
Yes. Absolutely.
right?
That
So
part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it all still comes down to like the thing we're talking about with women using. Well, I'm not gonna directly use women because there's men out here that use their position for gain too. You know what I'm saying? There's
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
both sides of the spectrum, even though it's a little different. Like one of the okay. So to say I hate to hear when women say it's harder for them in the streaming world versus for a man because
I think
I view it differently.
when okay, so for me, this is how I take that sentence. When I hear someone saying that it's harder for a woman, I don't think that what they mean by like it's harder in terms of stream, like to go live, to go whatever. I think it's the behind the scenes of the content creating that is harder. For
Oh, okay.
example, like we women, for me, I don't know about anybody else, but I get anxiety just thinking about turning my camera on
I
because
hear a lot of women say that.
there's always going to be
Because you know
someone
what's
that's
going
going
to
to
be
criticize
attached to
you.
that. Hmm.
Exactly. Right. Regard. And then if
Hmm.
you don't turn your camera on, people are like, "Why aren't you turning your camera on?" And then you get this whole shit. And
Right.
then like you have to post on social media to that you're going live. You got to find the right picture. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to do blah blah blah. I think that's where it is. And then it's the after the like because you can't just end your stream and then not get someone at least trying to hit you up in some shape or form.
You know what? Nobody understands how hard it is being attractive.
That's what I'm saying. So I think
Like,
that's where for me I take the whole
yo,
it's harder to be a
I
woman because
feel
I can't
that.
go live
Women,
and stream without having to be bothered like some of
I
these
feel
big
that.
men in the streaming
well,
industry
women are
can.
always scrutinized. Like a guy can gain weight, he can go bald, and it's like, oh, it's just he's aging. You know,
No,
Right.
no, no, y'all.
he's
So
getting into
y'all,
his.
y'all women, I
But
do
for
give that to
women,
y'all.
it's constant.
With women, for women, y'all don't really, y'all don't mind. like body is not like on your top priority. I know a lot of women they be like, I like a man with like a dad bod, a little little fluff around here and there.
I don't give a fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Like, see. But men are like the like nah. Like I'm
You're a
not gonna
visual creature.
like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm not gonna no, cause I'm gonna be I'm about to be transparent. Like, shout if you want
Right.
me to fuck with you, you gotta have an ass. Like I'm
No,
not,
I agree, and
I'm
that's
not gonna, I'm not. If you ain't got
fair,
no ass, you can't do nothing for me, shout it. Like that's one of my main things. Like yo, you can have some boobs, a handful, okay? But I need that wagon. I need something to clap. I want you to walk through the living room and you kind of like and you trip a little bit.
noise,
Yeah,
clap. I should
like,
go.
yeah, like you walk by and it's like, yes, girl, yeah. I need some of that, and you know what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be like the biggest wagon, like, cause I know body types and
Right.
shit like that. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But like me personally, like if you
Just a
ain't,
little something, little cushion.
It's a little something to
like,
grab onto, you know?
yeah, I need a little more to grab. I need that motherfucker to move.
Get a handful, right?
I, need- I need that
I
motherfucker.
think that's what I mean by that. But it's also with like as men, like I mean I wouldn't know, but like I feel like even when they are live, they're not being criticized for their looks
Yeah,
Facts.
they're
constantly
not.
like women are.
Facts.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Exactly. I understand that.
I could like I know I'm not great. Like I've been streaming for almost 2 years now, and I know I'm not the greatest at the game, but like I'm learning and I'm improving. But you know what? No one's coming back and telling me like, hey, I've actually noticed like a year ago that like you changed, like the way that you play is a completely different. No, they noticed that a year ago I was a little skinnier than I was before. So
Nelly,
it's
Oh,
do you
like
think
oh
that?
girl, I see you playing the game still, but you done got some weight on you. That's what the first thing they notice, right? They don't notice your
literally,
gameplay. Yeah,
exactly.
okay, I get you. I
Do you
get you.
think that you get more criticism from women than men?
Funny enough, I
Hmm.
used to. I weeded that
Yeah,
shit out.
yeah,
Really?
I
yeah.
weeded that shit out.
I think
It's
women
that
Yo,
high
y'all,
school
no, y'all,
criticize
y'all
women
got, y'all
more.
got to talk about this shit now because I'm intrigued. I didn't know
Yeah,
Oh
this
no,
part of the game,
yeah,
I think women criticize women more than men criticize women.
and
yes,
I think
100%.
y'all, I think y'all
It's
get
that
pretty.
high school. It's
Yeah.
that high
yeah.
school
It's the
bullshit because
catty, that catty.
I
Yeah,
know this one girl, like I said, she knows she's attractive and she gets attention off the fucking wazoo. Like when I tell you, like she'll post a picture and she'll get like 500 likes in like 12 minutes. Like she gets attention, and so she used that. And I'm gonna say my specific example because there was one time where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna post a booty pic on Twitter. I'm feeling confident. I like the way I look. I'm gonna do it, and I did it. I
You
did it,
you did a butt pic?
and
okay, okay.
I posted a booty
Goes to
pic on
Twitter.
Twitter.
Let's go to
Hey,
Twitter. What is that?
opens Twitter.
It's been deleted though, so y'all can
Uh,
keep scrolling.
uh, opens
But
Twitter. Here we go.
I posted it, right? I posted it because I felt good about myself. Like my favorite feature of my body is my ass. Like I will literally sit there and look at my ass and be like, girl, get it. Anyway,
Oh,
so so I
oh,
posted it,
Okay.
and
Okay.
knowing her, she's the type of
don't be
girl if
sliding
she's
no
not
DMs
getting the
tonight,
attention,
Shots.
No, no,
if
no.
she's not
I'm
getting the
not
attention,
gonna. Not yet.
if she's
Anyway,
not
I'm
getting the
sorry.
attention,
Continue.
she will. No, no, you're fine. If she's not getting
Okay.
the attention, she will find a way to get it, right?
Uh.
So she was like, "God damn, Nelly, like you're getting, I got some attention from the like, I got negative attention, but I got more good attention than I got negative, right? And like
Well,
the
you got the
impression.
attention that you knew that you was gonna get.
I no, actually, I thought I was gonna get worse than what I thought. Like I was
Hmm.
the
Really?
impressions that I got on the tweet, yeah, were actually way better than I thought I was gonna get. The negative shit that I got was what I was expecting because
From
it
the
goes
women?
from well, yes, that. But the thing is that like I'm not. My ass is not light skin.
Oh, so
You see what I'm saying? So
you
it goes
posted
to
skin cheeks.
colorism.
You
Yeah.
posted your cheek. Oh,
Well,
hold up. Opens Twitter again.
I had a thong on,
Goes
but
to
it wasn't
Twitter.
like
Opens Twitter
like
again.
I didn't show bare crack, but like you know what I'm saying. So it goes to like now colorism because I'm a like, because my
Yes.
body down there
Okay,
is a
so
little
that's
bit
gonna be a
darker.
topic. We are going to be
Oh.
talking about that in one of our future episodes
Okay, I will be glad to
colorism. So
join
you
that
gotta
too
come back for
because
that.
yeah, I will be happy to join
And
that. But
that's
yeah, skipping
real.
past it, but
And people don't
it was
understand
yeah.
that. There's the
Mhm.
paper bag.
But
I
again,
don't
it was.
understand it.
I'll explain the other story of my colorism thing at another time. But yeah, so I posted it. I got more negative. Like I got more positive affirmation than I did get negative. So homie took it. She was like, "Oh my god, Nelly, you're getting so many like you're farming impressions, blah blah blah." And I'm like, man, I'm not used to it. Like I'll post and I get like 10 likes and I'll be happy. I wasn't used to like the 500 plus. And so I was like, okay.
Oh, I see
And I
it.
took it down maybe like a week later, and I was like,
No,
whatever.
it's still
But
up.
oh, there's another one,
Oh.
but this one was different.
Oh,
I posted, I
well, it's still
posted like
up.
5 maybe. That's probably not the one that you're talking about then, because I
What's the
deleted
handle?
that one. That specific
We
one.
need to hashtag the handle for Nelly. We're gonna plug you.
Oh, cheeks and geeks.
so so I posted it. She was like, "So you're getting a lot of attention, blah 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 blah." Long story short, homie posts her booty pic on Twitter because she
Oh, the
notices that I was getting
competition.
attention,
Here we go.
and she
See,
got more likes than I did because
I,
why? She's a lighter skinned woman,
I was just gonna say that. Like, so
right?
women,
So
like,
She's
right?
disgusting
Spanish.
when
She's
women
Women,
Spanish.
compete
She's
with
y'all,
each
half
other.
Spanish, half Filipino. So she's lighter.
y'all women, y'all put on all that makeup, do all that stuff to yourself in competition with other women, because men, personally,
They
Don't
don't.
don't
care.
give a fuck.
They don't
They
care.
don't care.
Nope.
Hmm.
I don't give a
No, I
fuck.
agree. They don't
Like,
care.
you know what I'm saying? Like when I deal with a woman and I see her like even okay. Let me talk about women. Like even with my mom, right? My mom likes to wear like the red blush on her cheeks, and
Hmm.
I get so irritated when I see my mom like that, and I don't know why I do that. Right? I'd be like, Mom, you gonna make me wipe that shit off your goddamn face. I don't like it. And she'd be like,
Right.
my mom's like hardcore Dominican, right? So she's like, Antonia,
Right.
don't you talk to me like that. I'm still your mama. And I'd be like, I'll pull this motherfucker, I'll pull this baby wipe out, mama, and get to slapping both sides of your face to take that shit off. We gonna be in this bitch boxing. But like me personally, like
Right.
I like natural. I
Right.
like people to be who they are. Cause like me, I'm not putting on no makeup. Look, listen,
Right.
fuck you see what the fuck you get.
My thing with
What
makeup
you see
is
is what you get with me.
Hey.
right. See, I like to put on
It's
makeup.
not gonna be
It's
hidden
not
surprises
even to
when you wake up in the
compete.
morning.
Yeah.
Oh no no no.
So you put on
Let
light
me tell you.
makeup.
Right. So I don't put on the cake shit. I don't do any of that. Like there'll be times like most of my time that I wear makeup is to like go out if I'm going clubbing or if I'm going on a date or whatever.
Okay.
Right. Like there'll be certain times here and there that I'll put on makeup for stream. Other than that, I really don't care. Like right now, I'm in my PJs. I don't have makeup on. Like I really don't care.
You at the
Right.
crib.
So yeah, I'm literally in my basement at my setup right now. Like it's not like yeah anything fancy.
Got
But
you.
So
for
this
me,
is
I've
my.
never
I just
wanted
redid
to.
my
Right.
bedroom look.
Right, right. No, I've never put on makeup for to well, I guess when you go out you want to look good,
Do
but
you put
for
makeup on for a
me,
stream?
for stream
Oh,
sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
oh,
I
for
mean,
her.
I just asked. Well, this is your first time
Yeah.
streaming, T.
Yeah, I was about to say, no, this what you see, what you get.
Uh,
Don't like
Sometimes,
it,
yeah, but
don't watch.
the past week and a half I've been streaming with no makeup in my cam and I felt good. It felt good to not have to.
as it
Look, I
should.
didn't feel like I had to, but it felt good.
As it should. You can't change what God gave you. Period. You
Yeah.
can't change
Like
what
for
God gave
me,
you.
it's for me, it's more of a like I. It's funny because I actually brought it up. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm streaming with no makeup on right now. I look like a 12-year-old. Everyone in my chat was like,
Not a
girl,
12
you
year old.
look beautiful. Shut the fuck up. Blah blah blah. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah. See.
chill.
See.
I'm
See.
like, I'm just out here like I don't know what y'all talking about. Like I don't know. I guess we're harder on ourselves than any like everyone
Yeah,
else
we
is.
are. Like
But
I said, women's criticism, we look to other women.
yeah,
I
Y'all
right,
sure the fuck do.
unconsciously, it's like, "Oh, what is she doing? What are they wearing? Should I have to wear that? Oh, I'm not skinny enough. My boobs are not big enough. My back is not big enough. Oh, I need
I
to get
wish
this
that was a
pulled in."
problem for
And
me,
it's
bro.
really, it's just women. They doing it, this
Women
facade of
doing
what
the
they think
most.
men want. And at the end of the day, men
Right.
just want you to be natural. They don't want
Nah,
you to
cause
be
us
you.
men, we be looking at some of these women with these BBLs, and I be like, bitch, what the fuck?
Right.
Nah, no disrespect. I mean, I mean, like, but you look like a fucking like a melted Barbie doll. I don't want that.
But that's the thing. When I do makeup, it's to accentuate what I already have. It's not to create a whole new face. Like
So
it's
my
like more
daughter does
Yeah, I
natural.
get
makeup,
that. I
and
get that. I get that.
she
Yeah.
does really good. She's really good at that. I've never been a makeup
Right.
person. I mean, but I feel like you have to have real good skills for that stuff, and I ain't got time for
Right.
it. But she is amazing with it. So I'm not
Hmm.
knocking. I don't think it's a bad thing that
Oh
women that like
no.
to do the makeup.
Right.
But I think
Hmm.
when you're starting to hide who you are to be something for someone else, that's when it becomes a problem.
But the thing is, this too. It's like when you take that makeup off, they look like a whole different person. This is where
Yeah.
people were like,
That's
"Oh,
where it
you're
gets crazy.
catfishing." Like technically, they're
Yeah.
not. 'Cause catfishing means you're pretending to be someone that you're not. They're still the
But
person that they are. But when you take your whole face
no,
of
no, their
makeup off
face is a
and
total
you
different
look like a
person.
whole different person,
Yeah.
but the thing is, makeup
Yeah.
ages you, and that's what they don't realize. Is
Mhm.
that the more you wear it, the more you will age. So if you're trying to look younger, you're actually fucking yourself over because you're gonna age quicker, sis.
Well,
Like
thank God I
you're
don't
just
wear
fucking it up for
makeup.
yourself. Like
Yes,
I
this brown
I
don't
would say
frown. God damn it.
95% of the time I'm makeup free. Like 95% of the time. I don't see the point in putting it on. I don't see the point in spending $500 every time I go to fucking Sephora or whatever to buy makeup. Like, what is
500.
when it
People really
costs
spend
more
that
than
much
your
on makeup?
gas tank, that's where I put a halt.
It's
Foundation at this
crazy.
like foundation
Mm.
costs like $70. That's a whole damn gas tank right there. Like, who come on?
Holy
Like,
Mhm.
who's
shit.
spending that much? It's
And
expensive.
I'm cheap. I'm cheap. No, I'm good.
And that's the
Y'all
thing.
can
If you
keep
want
that.
it to look, the more natural you want it to
Mm.
look, the more expensive it will be.
Yes.
So that's where it's like, bruh, come on now. Like that's why I only put it on
Huh.
certain times, certain occasions. Other than that, you ain't seen me
Mhm.
with no makeup. You gonna see me like this, and if you don't like it, you keep pushing.
Yeah, they
I,
spend
I completely get it.
hundreds of dollars for that makeup. Yeah,
That's
I'm
fucking
good.
nuts.
I'm
And you
That's
good.
have to
fucking
like,
nuts.
and you can't
Good.
keep it for more than like a year or two because
Yeah.
that shit expires, and that shit's disgusting, and
Yeah.
it will ruin your
Expires?
shit. You have to,
Makeup
Yeah.
yeah, it
expires?
expires. Makeup expires.
Yeah.
Yup, yup. You're
Why
gonna have
the
to buy
fuck am I?
brand new shit
Why the
every
fuck am I this old
year.
and I'm just now hearing about this shit?
Oh, it expires. So if you see girls looking raggedy as fuck, it's probably because their makeup expired and they don't want to buy a new one because it's expensive.
Okay. Well, all right. Appreciate the game, Nelly. So now when I'm looking, she was like, "Hey, boo, what you doing?" Nah, girl, your makeup expired. Don't talk to me.
Next time she invites you over, go to her bathroom, look at her foundation,
Look at this.
look at when it
Oh no,
expires.
I can't mess
Ah,
with
baby
you. I
girl.
can't mess
I
with
can't
you.
do that. I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna come out there like, hey, this shit expired
Look
last
at
year.
all
What you
that.
doing? It was last October.
Her
This is
feet gonna start
2019.
smelling like chemical waste. Like, nah,
Oh my
nah.
Jesus. Absolutely the fuck not. That's crazy. I never fucking knew.
Yeah, it expires. It's not good to keep makeup for like longer than I would say even a year is probably pushing it.
Yeah, I think they
Damn.
try to tell you to rotate it out within like 4 to 6 months.
Especially your brushes. Ooh, because some
Yeah,
girls be using the same brushes and that shit's
and they don't
dirty
clean
and
them. You don't clean.
disgusting. Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that shit's
That's how
that
you
shit's
get like pink eye
and
and
because
different. Yeah.
when something
So
is
pink eye
wet or
doesn't come from somebody
moist,
farting in your face?
well, yeah, but I mean, but okay, so the brushes, the brushes collect bacteria because it's still like moist and stuff
Okay, that makes sense. That
from
makes
like
sense.
right. So like, and you're using it, and then they're not rinsing it, they're not washing it properly, and then they're just gonna
Yeah.
put it on their face over and over, and then you get infections.
Jesus Christ.
It's a
We
whole
But
talked
that,
thing.
about a lot of things today.
we
We really
did.
did.
We
Good
did.
topic.
Hey, we were
Girl,
only
I
supposed
got some
to.
stories on that colorism thing, so y'all need to tell me when you're doing that podcast.
Definitely.
I
Definitely.
got
We were only supposed to go for we told ourselves for our first podcast because this is our pilot. This is our first one. Thank you for being a part of it, Nelly. Um
Hey, I'm glad my tweet get out
yeah,
there. I
yeah.
honestly like it wasn't something that happened just in that moment. It was something that I'd seen happen to my homegirl, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just tweet it out just for
But
shits and giggle. I
it
was
was
in
a
my
good
bed, it was
conversation
like
though.
1 a.m. and then I wake up, I'm like, what in the fuck
But
just happened?
it was definitely a good conversation because like I was telling T how about how me and you started engaging the conversation where I
Right,
seen
because
it
some you're
and I
right.
retweeted it and I was like
Uh-huh.
and it happens with men too. And it's just a weird
Right.
space where you think you sub you're supposed to get in there and then you were like say what
Mhm.
and then it kind of I almost thought it was a little bit of miscommunication because I was like I didn't mean to
It
like
was a little bit. It was a
it
little bit.
it
And then
was
homie came in and was like, but they not gonna talk about that part. I'm like, pull me in because I'm gonna talk about it. I don't
and
know
I
who you think he is.
And I jumped all over that.
But
I
I'm gonna
said,
talk
yo,
about it.
I was like, yo, podcast shit. Fuck all that. We ain't gonna talk
Yeah.
about it on no Twitter shit. We gonna
Let's
take this
talk
shit
about it.
to the
The
motherfucking
reason
streets.
why I probably thought it was miscommunication because there were some people that came in that were like, but this and I'm like, I get that, but like, I'm not a man. Why would I talk about what men go through?
And we're
Right.
Right. And
talking
that's where
from a
I was
woman's
like,
perspective.
Big
exactly. I'm
facts.
like, and that's why I put that disclaimer at the beginning. I'm like, I get it that it happens to them too, but if it does, you're a man. Go ahead and talk about it. Why are
And
you
and
making it
and
up
that's the
to
same
me
thing.
to talk about it? Why
And
is
that's
that
the
my
same thing. Cause
responsibility?
she had said say what? And I was like, oh, I was agreeing with you. I wasn't taking away
Right.
from what you said. I was agreeing with you. I was just saying on my side of things. that it's
Right.
happened. It's personally
Yeah.
happened to me, and that's how the conversation
Right.
ensued, and then here we are talking about it.
Right.
But I mean,
Yeah.
man, that was good.
Good. Yeah.
That was good. We definitely gonna. I'm
We
definitely
would
gonna pull you
love
in
to
for.
welcome you back when we get to that colorism.
I
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah,
I will come back
yeah.
at any girl. I got stories. I'll come back anytime.
So just so
definitely.
you know, like what me and T are trying to do, we're trying to keep it like a schedule, like on Sundays around the same time.
Hmm.
And we're trying to do a minimum of 45 minutes and a max 2 hours because we don't want to be like that extra long podcast. People are like, well, what the fuck are
Right.
they like? They talk too
Is
much.
it ever gonna end?
Is
They
it ever
talk too
gonna
much.
end? You
Just
know what I'm
stop.
saying? We're not famous by any means.
Nobody wants to hear us yet.
Yeah,
Yet.
you know what I
Right.
mean.
Yet.
True.
But yeah, it was that man. That
That
was
was good.
y'all put me on
I
some good
enjoyed
game with
that.
that makeup. So makeup
Really, that's what
expires.
you're gonna leave with this on the makeup.
Yeah, 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 yo.
Nothing else we said, just the makeup.
I'm
Okay.
finna, I'm finna be, I'm finna be looking at women in a whole different light. I'm gonna be like, yo, she let her makeup expire, cuz I can't talk to her.
You gonna be going up to
Oh
random
nah,
women.
bro.
Ma'am,
Hey,
have you
hey,
checked the
hey.
expiration dates, please?
Shot makeup don't look right. That shit might be expired, man. It look like 6 months older than it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So then
When
you
it's
just
like
have to
creasing
gift
and shit.
her some makeup.
There you go. Just gift her the makeup. Easy.
Nah, nah. Mm-mm,
Then you can
mm-mm.
slide in the DMs.
Gift her some
Uh-uh,
subs. She'll buy
uh-uh,
some
uh-uh,
makeup.
uh-uh,
Why you think
uh-uh,
she out here using your
uh-uh,
makeup? You can gift you no subs. Hello?
So
uh-uh.
maybe
Yeah,
some
yeah,
action.
yeah,
That's all you gotta do is sub shots, and then he'll get you some makeup.
yeah, yeah. Yo, give me
In
five. I'm
in
giving you all the
replacement.
attention, Nelly. I'm giving you all the attention. There's 5 gifted subs, yo.
Hey
That's all I tell you.
yo.
I give you all the
Let's
attention.
go.
I'm gonna give you personalized DMs. Hey, girl. Hey. That's all
Say
it's
So
gonna
let's
say.
go
less. I
ahead
am
and
less.
give out
No.
her plugs. Let's so that way
Yeah.
they
Go
can
ahead.
follow her.
Go ahead and
Ah shit.
put out your plugs on how they can get to you, Nelly. Like Twitter
Um
handle, Twitch handle, whatever you want to do.
my Twitter handle is Nelly Bay with 3 E's. Instagram is Nelly Bay, same name as it's spelled. Twitch is also Nelly Bay, and I think that's all I use.
Okay.
Oh,
So Nelly Bay,
Yeah.
Nelly NELLYBA, three
BA
E's
3 E's for Twitter,
for
and
Twitter
then 2 E's for Instagram and Twitch.
and 2 E's for Instagram and Twitter. Why? So why is it different E's for the? Just curiosity.
Well, Twitter because someone already had Nelly Bay, so I was like this bitch, so I had to add an extra E.
Oh, okay. Got you, got you, got you. I knew
But
that
yeah, I
already,
have my
but
link
yeah.
tree on my Twitter anyway, so it has all my shit on.
Okay, we did clip you making the horse sound, just so you know that's going on TikTok. You finna be a TikTok.
I mean, that's fine. Just send me the link because I'm a shit.
I
you
got you, I
got
got
it.
you,
And
got
that's
you, I got
fabulous.
you. I
Well,
got you.
thank you for being on with us. We really
Of
enjoyed you
course, of
being here.
course.
Yes, and I look
Had
forward to
fun.
having yeah, I look forward to engaging with you more on Twitter. I already followed you on Twitch, by the way. I'll
Yes,
definitely be
I'm following you back right now.
I'll definitely be popping up. You know what I'm saying? I don't really say much because
Appreciate
I
that.
don't like to like really take away from like so me and you already have a dialogue like we already have a personal dialogue as of now.
Right,
So I don't
right,
really
right,
like to
right.
go in there and take away from the people that don't or don't have like
Nah,
this
take it
access
away. I
to
don't
you.
give a fuck. No, I'm kidding.
Oh shit! All right,
Nah, I
shit.
get it.
But you know what I'm saying? Like when I have a
He's like,
personal,
oh, wait a minute,
when
okay?
I have like a
I was
personal
about to
dialogue,
pop
you know
in
what I
being
mean?
like, hey. No,
Oh, you can
okay.
do whatever you want in my channel. I don't give a fuck. But me personally, if I have like a personal relationship with somebody, I don't go in there and try to take away from their stream when we're talking. Like I talk
Oh,
and
nah, nah,
they're like,
nah.
oh yeah, I know shots. You know what I'm saying? I was just on his like podcast, his pilot not too long ago. Yo, what's going on? Blah blah blah. And everybody's kind of like,
No, you're
oh,
fine.
look at this motherfucker just popping up all of a sudden. He get all the attention. He ain't even sub yet.
They can get jealous. I don't give
Oh, whatever.
But
We
so
support people around here. That's what we on. We on
Right,
positive
yeah,
vibes.
damn show
We
do.
keep that
right.
negativity over there. If you ain't willing to
Literally.
support, then go on.
I'm
And
on
you
my
ain't entitled to
Let,
nothing just because you're
let them
supporting.
let people feel the way they want to feel. That's
hey.
their own feelings. That ain't have
See,
nothing to do with me.
I'm on my 50 Cent shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want no problems, but if somebody want a problem, I say no problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm on that type of
Facts.
time. So I'm
Facts.
cool, but if you want a problem, man, I'm not by no means. I gets it in.
Nah, my community is pretty chill, so like we're all pretty. It wouldn't be an issue regardless.
Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, I'll make sure to stop by. I'm pretty sure when T starts engaging more in the Twitch world, she'll stop by too.
Gotcha.
Um,
Do you have Twitter, girl?
Definitely. I do. I just started following you.
Okay, cool. So I'll just follow you back then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
there we go. And then yeah, so we look forward to probably engaging in some more conversations with you. When we talk about the colorism, we definitely want to bring you in here.
Definitely.
Hopefully I can
Yeah.
get LG old sketchy ass up in here. Yes, LG, I'm talking
Hopefully I can
shit
get my
about you.
camera on too, that you guys can see me interacting with
So I was gonna do it when what I was actually gonna do was I was actually gonna video call everybody and then do it like
you.
that.
Okay. All right,
But then you was like,
perfect.
the voice channel. So I was like, oh, maybe she doesn't want to put her camera on. I respect that, and I wasn't gonna make you cross no
Yeah.
boundaries that you didn't want to do. You know what I mean? But
No.
next
Yeah.
time I'll start a group chat in the DMs. It'll probably be through
Got it.
our actual podcast Discord. I'll send you an invite to that.
Okay.
We just made it yesterday, so don't expect too much. All right.
Oh, that's fine.
And then we
We
could do
up and
like
coming.
we up and
Work in
coming.
That's
We
fine.
progress.
we trying. We've been
That's
trying to do
fine.
this for a couple months, and this is like our first time that we were actually like, "Hey man, fuck that.
Right.
No more excuses."
We doing this.
I
We
was like,
going.
I was
Yeah.
like, "Hey," I said, "Hey, I got a really good topic with some people, and I think we should do it." And
Right.
uh, LG flaked on me again. I'm talking shit about you, LG, and you gonna see
Ooh.
this, and I'm gonna let you know, and I'm gonna tweet you, and I'm gonna DM you. I'm gonna let you know, bitch, you should have been here.
Oh,
Cause,
oh.
cause, you,
I
cause he
don't. Well, I
started
want to
it.
hear his viewpoint. He's the one
Oh,
that started this whole thing.
exactly. And LG, like I was telling T, I was like, LG, he's a little getting used to because he likes to push buttons. He likes to push
Right.
buttons. So I
Oh,
was
that would have
like,
been a
ooh.
great conversation to have then.
Oh, don't worry, he'll be here one of
Let's
these
go.
days.
Bring it.
He'll be here one of
Bring
these
it.
days for it. But yeah,
Now
Nah,
again,
we'll be make sure to bring you on. Girls against the
yes.
guys.
Why is it gotta be?
I've been
Listen,
trying to like I love debating. Like
Be
I
tag
am
team,
open.
tag team.
I can listen to anything. I can put my opinion on anything. I personally been looking for people to talk to about any issues in general, for a
I
while.
think it's
So
nice when people can have conversations and still respect the
yeah,
differences of the
oh,
opinions. That's
absolutely,
what's
100%.
up.
absolutely. Like open minds are always what makes the best debates. If you're closed
Definitely.
minded
Exactly.
and you live on a one way street, then I really don't like. I don't
Yeah.
like to go back and forth if there's no like no
I call
positive
that
dialogue
negative
coming
energy,
around.
and you can keep that over there.
Yeah,
Literally.
if there ain't no positive
Yeah.
dialogue going on, like you know what I mean, and then it's like
Mhm.
if I'm telling you my opinion and you're getting offended behind my opinion, I'm not saying my opinion to offend you. It's just my fucking opinion.
It's your opinion
There
for
you
a
go.
That's it.
reason.
That's it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Everybody don't have to rock the same way you rock. But that's for another
No.
day. You know what I'm saying? That's for another day, another time to get into that. But
We'll
when we
talk
talk about
about that
colorism,
too.
we're gonna bring you in next time. That
Yeah.
could be next week's topic. You know, we'll talk about it.
I'm usually free like almost every day. It was unfortunate that my sister was like, I need help, but
Nah, no worries,
um
no worries, no
yeah.
worries, no worries at
We
all,
just
man. Like
appreciate you being here.
family
Yeah, for
before
sure.
everything. Period. You know what I'm saying? If you got
Definitely.
family things going, but like I told her, I was like, if nobody hit me back yet. If we ain't gonna do, if they don't show up, we still gonna do this shit. We ain't gonna stop the show
It
because
is what it is. We're
we've
gonna
been
keep
bullshitting
rolling.
for a while.
I
But
apologize for that. I had taken a nap. I woke up, I was like, shit. So I replied back. Are we
no
still on? So
worries,
I can
no
do it. And I
worries,
just hop out of bed and just run in.
no
Yeah.
You
worries,
got
no
it.
worries.
You
You
made it.
good.
That's all that counts.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, for
I
sure.
greatly appreciate your dialogue, man. Like you
Yeah.
came in here and you spoke some real shit, and it's good to hear. Like it's good so we could put this out for people to understand the dynamics on the other side to people
Oh, for sure.
who aren't trying to get that type of attention, who are just trying to share the same gaming space as everybody else, and that energy comes towards them. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I definitely
Right,
appreciate
right,
your
right.
side of the spectrum. I know T gonna have to get used to it because she's just starting the whole like doing any type of streaming period.
Right.
Yeah.
So
New territory for me.
when they start coming in there like, ooh T, let me see your boobies, and then we gonna have to sit here
Uh,
and go full Rambo on a motherfucker type shit.
Right.
But
my ignore game is like up here.
Ooh,
I'll keep you
girl.
on red. Won't even say
are they
anything.
gonna do you like they did Nelly
They're
and send you
coming.
that motherfucker who's a 12? They gonna,
I'm good.
they gonna hey,
Yo,
be like,
I'm
hey,
just mad. I'm
I'm
just
Michael
mad
B.
that guy was in
Jordan.
the UK. Like this man was
Yeah,
fine
no,
when I.
it's
Oh,
good.
anyway.
Calm down, calm down,
And
calm down.
when you're too,
Yeah, he was a
what's
little too
really
perfect.
going
That's
on?
how I
Yeah,
knew that. I was
I need
like,
some
sir,
flaws. I need
you
some
really don't
real.
fool me with this shit. There's no
Girl, stop.
way.
Uh, but Again, yeah, we gonna go ahead and end this. Nelly, again, I appreciate you being
Hi.
here, man. It was good talking to
Definitely.
you.
Much love. We
Thank you all
appreciate
for
that.
having me.
Of
Thank
course, of
you.
course. So we're gonna do it again.
All right, sounds
Yeah.
good.
So you got anything you want to say, T?
Thank y'all for tuning in. If you tuned in tonight,
Yeah, it's
hey,
gonna be on the YouTube channel. If y'all ain't checking it out yet, we got the Twitch. Hell you talking about HELLUTALMBOUT _ on Twitch. And the same thing for YouTube without the underscore podcast. It's just Hell You Talking About podcast. Make sure y'all give us a follow. Make sure y'all tune in. I'm finna be trying to promote this bitch
share,
all over
like,
TikTok and all that. And yeah, we out of
Once it's
here.
up, do you mind sending me the link so I can share it as well?
Absolutely,
definitely.
absolutely.
Thank you for that.
Of
Give
course.
me like till tomorrow, and I will
I got you. We're
and
good.
I'll either DM you in Discord or I'll send it straight to your Twitter.
Okay,
It'll
sounds
be either
good.
or, if not both, just to make sure you got it.
Got it.
All right.
All right,
All
well,
right, y'all
hey,
have a good night.
you do the
You too.
same.
Bye.
Peace, peace, peace. Get off me, queen.
Peace.
I think my dog gotta go out. So, hey, appreciate y'all vibing with us. It's Gorilla Shots, the Almighty Shots. We signing off, and we will see y'all next time. Hell you talking about, goddamn. Yeah. We out. Let me put on some music for y'all while we exit the stage.
Green bills, green bells. Dream big, dream big. Told them once before that if they really, really want it, they can go and get it. Also told them I was not a dog and they were never really that committed.